I mean, we're from kind of another time a little bit. I mean, by now, when we started off doing this, it wasn't so much all about the internet, you know. Things have changed as we've been here. And I think that's normal. Things have been changing ever since the beginning of the music industry. But definitely I feel a strong presence of our fans all over the world, and it's cool that we have the internet to be able to interact with them. I use my Twitter now, you know, to it's cool. I can see what the fans like and don't like about our shows, and take requests, and you know, see where they are and see where we want to maybe play our next gig and see if it's possible. It's been really cool. A lot of our following's always been a little bit underground. You know, we're not that thing that's on the radio all the time and it's being shoved in your face. It's something that, you know, I don't know, you're either a big fan of, or your friend is, or you've heard about it somehow, but it's a lot of times, I don't think, from mainstream success, which is really cool. I mean, there is an element of just, I don't know, cool, mysterious that goes along with that. I've never really followed the trends or tried to fit in with what was cool. I think that's why I like it. I started making music, you know, that I loved, and I've always done that, like just then taken inspirations from a lot of different things and put them together and made music that I wanted to listen to. And, you know, so it doesn't fit into the plan and you're not going to play it on the radio, okay, fine. Not that we don't get radio play, but I mean, it's not going to be like the next Rihanna. That's fine. That's not really what we're going for anyway, you know. And it, I think, also doesn't mean that you can't have lots and lots of fans. For me, in music and lyrics, it's on this deeper level than I would be going to if you and I were just having a conversation, you know. It's sort of my outlet for a lot of deep internal processing. And for me, like, something that's always been a big inspiration and totally fascinating is the idea of life after death. You know, what happens when you die, and looking at life like it's not the whole picture, you know, and thinking outside of just yourself and in general. So there's plenty of exploration about the meaning of life and all of that in our music. And I think that is part of why people connect to it, you know, because everybody goes through that search. It's not easy to be able to make a living doing this, especially not right now. Yeah. I think that we were really lucky with Fallen, you know, and we had a much bigger success than we could have hoped for or planned for, and it's afforded me having things like a few years in between records to make something truly inspired the next time around. And so there's years that go by where I spend more money than I make by far, but I'm able to do that because of the success of Fallen, and that's really cool. And the Open Tour was successful too, you know, and it was good for us. But yeah, it's really got to be because you love it. If you're asking what I would say advice to anybody in a band or anything, it has to be because you love what you do. It can't be to get rich, because that's not probably gonna happen. I'm not the fastest writer. I can't just crank out ideas that are good enough for me. Like, it's gonna have to live up to everything that we've done and actually surpass it to keep my interest. So I think it means something to take all the time you need, whether it's, you know, 5 minutes or 5 years, to make and finish recording and put together something that you really believe in. I'll do that every time. So if it has to be a comeback record every single time, that's fine, they can call it that.